You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media, audio for everyone.
Welcome to Into the Twilight. We're here.
Yeah.
It's January, you know what I mean?
We're trudging along, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the world might be bad, but at least we have content, you know? We have our bread and our circuses. Yeah. How are you?
I'm here. I'm living. We're in a time of great shows are coming back on television, and that's a beautiful time. However, I'm not bringing one of those.
I also amen.
Yeah, happy thing in this instance is very nebulous, you know? And with this, I'm bringing you the scariest white woman I've ever seen in my life.
Jesus Christ.
Because I watched Members Only Palm Beach on Netflix, which is their version of like a Housewivesy type deal, but in Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
With that, of course, you get these women who are very into etiquette and Donald Trump. And the amount of times they name drop like Mar-a-Lago and like the country clubs and all these other things, whatever, is like astounding. And so I was obviously a little hesitant, right? Because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to love watching.
Is there a quota they have to hit?
Right. Yeah. It seems like they're getting a buck somehow. And it is fascinating in how it is presented because you can definitely tell that like the editors are making fun of them, right?
Oh, bless.
Which I think is good. But it is still like in a way of just letting them speak and then you just kind of be like, this is nuts, right? And like letting them kind of trip over themselves a little bit in those instances. And it's fascinating because it is like, as we are in this like authoritarian situation of watching like real like women social dynamics of like this type of person and class and status or whatever the fuck. And like obsession with monetary things over, you know, people's lives or like anything like that, you know, like living in kind of like a fantasy princess world, you know, but also upholding these like really esoteric rules and like throwing big galas and parties and whatever. And it kind of is like following this one girl who's like new in town and is trying to like get in with the grand dames and everything, you know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. And it's nuts because you kind of see these like previously with like particularly white women of a certain age, of a certain political leading, a lot of things that are not said out loud, right? But now that like the gloves are off, right, it's a lot more of an environment of comfort in that, which is like really fascinating to watch when it's kind of been a very like slow little like hush hush kind of vibe. So it's wild. It's really wild to watch. I will say these two women that I've shown you in this photograph have like a weird like homoerotic like mommy-daughter situation going on here that is really wild to watch. Like they are not related, but she's like her mentor or whatever. But every time they like see each other from across the room at a party or whatever, they're like, they look at each other like they're the only person in the room, and they're like giving each other heart hands and like pointing at each other, and it's like, that's my girl. It's like, it's nuts. Like it's so, and like the editing is very fun because they're just like putting sparkles and like sort of like big violins and being like, these girls, and it's wild. It's truly a time.
They're so scary looking.
For sure.
First of all. Though I do unfortunately relate to this woman who has one of her eyes semi-closed. That is unfortunately a mood.
Yeah.
Before you even told me what this was, I did clock, because I can tell what Republican makeup looks like.
Completely, yeah.
And that is this, right? This is broad daylight, and they do have a smoky eye and bright pink lipstick on, right? Which is textbook.
Yeah.
What a study.
Yes.
In people.
It feels like National Geographic. You know, like you are witnessing like in real time, like Survivor-esque allegiances and like trade-offs to like different girl groups or whatever in this like weird, non-based in reality like island.
Okay. You've piqued my interest for sure. Because, I mean, a lot of what I watch Bravo content for is that anthropological aspect. I mean, sure, like obviously it does give me dopamine.
Sure.
Let's not play in our faces here. But you do learn a lot about how others interact there. And I imagine that is what this does too. It gives me a lot of joy to know that the editors don't fuck with these people, because that helps to know. Yeah, so that gives me hope. Yeah, I'll say that.
It's a time. It is truly, nuts. Really nuts.
The amount of slurs these women would say.
For sure.
I can't imagine.
For sure.
God. Okay, well, I am unfortunately intrigued.
This is my truth.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, how are you doing, my dude?
I am alive this week, and that truly is something I am proud of. I was hit by a triple whammy this week of having medications that were out of stock and cramps and food poisoning, and so I'm alive.
Yeah, jeez.
But truly by the skin of my teeth here. I did have to bring the Traitors this week.
Thank God. Thank God.
And I am, for the sake of my well-being, I am ignoring Colton and Michael.
Okay.
Just because if I...
Don't put Colton on the same list. Like, that's not good.
No, and they're definitely not. They're definitely not, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, for the sake of my mental health, I do have to ignore that they are part of the cast.
Sure.
Even though Colton is on some next level shit in these first few episodes.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, for the most part, this cast is so... unreal and like perfect, and then it's like, oh, also we have Shitsting 1 and the devil himself, right? So that's unfortunate. I'm glad. I'm always immensely grateful that the Traitors US comes out in January, because it's like I need this so much in my life, right? I'm not going to say any spoilers here, because I don't anticipate that by Monday someone has watched 3 episodes of television. I don't think that that's fair, even though I think our niche will have.
Sure.
I will say I was really saddened by who's gone so far.
Yeah.
Surprised? No. No, I'm not. But it's just that, like, some of the people that are gone right now are folks that I saw in the cast and I was, like, really excited for.
Totally. Yeah.
And I'm not surprised by the choices because of how we saw these last few seasons go, where like housewives were taken out for no rhyme or reason.
Can we put a moratorium on whatever the fuck that is, right? Because like
it's so fucked up.
They are acting like housewives have more voting power and strategy power than the people on Big Brother and Survivor and like these other shows. Like, use your strategy brain. Why are we acting like this is a power block of just because Phaedra did well? You know, why are we acting like this is an unbreakable like?
And I agree. So I get the flip. I get the flip towards like they're targeting gamers for the most part in these first few episodes.
Right.
Am I hurt by it because of who they targeted?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
These were 2 people that like I love. These are 2 gamers that I love a lot.
Yeah.
So I was saddened by that. However, I get it. I think that it was a smart strategy move. But just from a cast perspective, like, first of all, Peacock, go fuck yourselves for putting Steven's lower third as the OC and not Laguna Beach.
One Tree Hill instead of Laguna Beach.
Or One Tree Hill, yes. One Tree Hill.
I was like banging my fist, like what?
Put some respect on his name.
Injustice.
There. the way that I was oogling and ogling over Natalie the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I was truly, I was no better than a man. I was like, you know what I mean? And she deserves it, and she's right for it because she's on her fuck shit right now.
Totally, yeah.
But I was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Other things. Oh, so Mark Ballas. I don't know this man.
Oh, he's so great.
I know that he's from Dancing with the Stars. Like, I know him, but I'm not familiar with his game.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, and I want to bring this to you, can we consider Kenny G for the Traitors?
Wait, that is great.
When I saw Mark Ballas at first, and I knew I'd already seen the cast list, right? But when I first saw him, I was like, I know that hair.
Yeah.
That's local to me, celebrity Kenny G.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that castle, Alan and Kenny G together?
Yeah.
I would lose my marbles.
That would be wonderful.
The last thing about this, because it's very good. Obviously, like the people that they have as the Traitors right now are very good, and I'm very happy about it.
So good.
I have never been more grateful for Johnny and Tara in my life.
Yeah.
Them trying to be like, oh, we don't know each other.
It's like, okay.
The two, because that's the whole thing about this show is like, oh, the housewives by nature always know each other.
Sure.
The gamers always know each other. So what do you mean that these two Olympic figure skaters
Have never interacted?
have never interacted, right? But also we, the audience, know that they do all of the press junkets for the Olympics together. So what do you mean, Johnny? It's so funny.
God.
It's so good. I'm loving it. By the way, all of the flirtation that we've seen thus far.
Hello.
This cast is really good. I'm enjoying it. I needed this desperately. So I'm very grateful. I'm just having to ignore a couple of folks.
Yeah.
There. But that's okay.
And that's
that happens every season, I'm going to be honest.
Sure. Yeah.
Just at different levels. So, thank you, the Traitors. I appreciate you immensely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your service. Please continue to keep showing Natalie being hot as hell.
Absolutely.
That's what we need in this world. Please and thank you. We have some very strong Kristen news this week.
Oh, yeah. Heavy K2 week.
It is a very strong press week for Kristen. Where would you like to start?
I feel like let's start with the old directors on directors moment.
Truly the best part of my week.
The Neurodivergent Summit. That was Kristen and Jesse Eisenberg talking really fast at each other for 40 minutes.
The mouth sounds of Kristen repeating Jesse, I was like, I'm locked in.
I'm here. You got my number.
I also am so grateful that Jesse was like, so fuck my movie.
Right.
Let's just talk about the Chronology of Water for 45 minutes.
Totally.
That's a girl's girl right there, actually.
Absolutely.
How did you feel about it?
I had a great time. Like, I love, obviously, these conversations and stuff in general. And I think this is obviously a really well-suited pairing because of, obviously, their familiarity with one another. And also their...
The words per minute.
The words per minute, for sure. And they're both relations to actors turned directors in some way, shape, or form. And I think it's just they're very charming, obviously, together, but they also, like, have a relationship to the craft of filmmaking that is very different than a lot of other types of these conversations, which is from the perspective of an actor, first and foremost. And I think that's just, like, a really interesting, like, Hollywood type beat of being able to, like, navigate the same world you've been in for a long time, but in a totally different way. And having, like, full creative control over something, or as much as one can, in that regard. And, like, going through those motions in, like, just a way that is familiar, but completely not familiar.
But not too familiar, you might say.
I heard it as I was saying. I thought we were going to move on. Okay, yeah, for sure. Don't let that slide. All right, I get it. I enjoyed this. I love that K2 rightfully razzed Jesse Eisenberg for watching Chronology of Water on his laptop.
I can't with this man.
He's like, yeah, I watched it 24 hours ago, and I have screenshots on my phone.
I watched it on landscape on my iPhone. this motherfucker, you have so much money.
Right.
And he was like, oh no, I watched it on my iPad.
Right.
Like, what?
And for someone who had such like really smart questions about it to ask her, like, it's just funny to have that grounded in, yeah, I did watch this on this tiniest screen possible, and like without the like audio sonic experience that like Casey was definitely going for this movie. And it's like, brother, okay.
I watched this on my iPod Touch. Like, sir.
Yeah.
But he was like incredibly locked in.
Yeah.
And I love neurodivergent representation in media. So it's always good to be able to see that. But also, I mean, listen, I brought actors on actors before. I love when we get to see how the sausage is made here. It is a joy to witness people passionate about things they care about. And this is something where not only is that occurring where they're passionate about these things, but these are two people who are introverted and they're with someone that they're safe. So they just fully get to be weird.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's rare.
Oh, yeah.
And we get to see very insightful questions where sometimes that doesn't necessarily occur with Kristen, where she's paired up with someone and we don't get insightful questions. And I'm very grateful to be able to see that there too.
Oh, yeah.
It is, we have been spoiled with the amount of content that we have been receiving from her as of late, because that wasn't always the case. And I'm thankful. I will say that.
Hell yeah.
Just getting to let her ramble like she is ought to do.
What a treat.
It is. It is a treasure, and I'm very appreciative of it for sure. So thank you. Thank you for her team for letting her just get to go off and talk.
Right.
One of the things that I know she did talk about this week, because people will always ask her about, is Twilight, of course.
Yes.
And Deadline posted about this remake that she was discussing.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Fully jumped up right in my seat. Ran down the hallway. Shouted to everyone.
Like a bat signal, for sure.
Absolutely. Because I love too, it's like, it's one of those little like red carpety type junkets and stuff. And it's just kind of like hey, you're going to talk about Twilight, obviously, in some way or fashion. But I think the framing of the question of being like, oh, is there something you would revisit from your career kind of vibe? And now that you're in like the director's chair, like, would you even consider like a Twilight thing? And the fact that she like immediately is like, oh yeah, for sure, right, is interesting,
It's wild,
because
I'll say that.
I think obviously we have seen a lot of distance put between particularly Kristen and Rob of this franchise as they go into more prestige sort of productions. But I think there is this profound and renewed energy in K2 that we've seen over the last few years becoming and being taken more seriously with things. And being able to kind of have like a thought experiment of like, oh, that would be fun, right? Like, could you imagine if this was like, and obviously no shade to like Catherine Hardwicke or any of the other people who like made this down the line, but like in a different universe where there was different situations or like looking back at it in a different way, like that sort of acknowledgement of that is like fun. I love that.
Because this is one of those funny questions, to your point, that they ask on a red carpet. And I fully would have expected her to say something like a Zathura or a Catch That Kid, just for the goofs of it all. But for her to fully lean into it and be like, hell yeah, I would do the remake of that. Ma'am, I would have never thought you would say that.
Right. I was not place bets on that, but I appreciate
never in my
it.
life.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be wrong, but holy shit. I would love to see the vision of that.
Yeah.
Please tell me more.
Yeah. I need a storyboard on my desk.
No, literally, like, please tell me more. Hey, speaking of vision, can we talk about this fashion look?
Oh my gosh. Finally, a K2 corner, pew, 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 that does not come with heavy sighs. And that's rare and welcome in this space.
I wasn't sure what we were going to get from Seth Meyers. I'll say that.
Right. And I do appreciate, because I first saw the like walking outside pics or whatever, where mostly you saw like the top up kind of vibe. And then you click on the article and you're like, oh shit, she's wearing like underwear and this very shimmery skirt over top. And that's beautiful. That's a fun little, especially for a show that you're sitting down in, you know?
Yeah.
Because like ostensibly when she's sitting, like she looks normal and fine. Like not that this outfit isn't normal, but you know what I mean. But like there is the fun little gag of like walking out being like, hey, hey guys, little surprise.
It is one, thank you to her stylist, Tara.
Yeah, this is good.
For not doing Chanel. Because this is from a stylist or from a designer I've never heard of before. There's a lot of umlauts on this. Ilkes Oziel. And I think the deviation here is the most intriguing to me. I love it. Seth Meyers looks scared in this photo, but that just might be his usual face.
Yeah, that kind of feels like default Seth Meyers a little bit.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Good job, Kristen.
This is great.
Thank you for changing things up.
I'm a big fan.
It's nice to see something a little bit different from you, which we need desperately.
Oh, yeah.
Fingers crossed that this is a step in the right direction. Oh, that's all I can hope for.
Oh, yeah.
Can we not? Can we not? How about we don't?
Isn't
talk
it
about this episode?
So fun to be so knowledgeable now about this show that we know exactly what the fuck is going to happen, and it sucks. Because we said this. We handshaked, we agreed that we knew this girl was not making it out of there. And I hate to be proven right.
Folks, I'm pissed.
I hate it. I stuck with the demon twink. This sucks.
Not the demon twink.
Okay. Am I wrong? Hello?
You're not wrong. Anyone that has the pager number of 555 Hayakai is
totally
aligned there.
He did have really good line reads, though, when he was like, listen, I'm so stoked for the internet. Don't get me wrong. I'm really excited to see what that's all about.
This episode was giving me whiplash, mainly because the fact that I was in 1994, I was really upset and sad. And then we go to the present and I'm like, you want me to care about everything that's happening here.
Yeah.
And I don't at all.
Yeah.
But this is most of the episode.
For sure.
Like, most of the episode is happening in this fucking corn maze.
Right.
And you want me to care.
Yeah. I will say I am intrigued by Ivy in this capacity.
I agree.
You know, like
Ivy is more interesting.
Yes.
Now.
Ivy is here and she is does not have a good teacher because her teacher is Stefan, right? And Stefan's like, ooh, you're a vampire. I don't really want to have the capacity to deal with that right now. I kind of want to do my own thing and pack my shit and move away. So let me just sick you on Caroline and you guys can buddy. And Caroline's like, motherfucker, you are so useless. Can you do anything? Like, don't leave your girlfriend here with me to train her how to be a vampire because this is not going to work well, you fool.
I'm so bummed about it too because we get a couple of really good lines from her in the beginning.
Yeah.
She's really pissed at Stefan. She's like, I had an Etsy store.
Yeah, she's like, I used to be a good person before this. I had an Etsy store.
Yes. And this is peak Etsy.
Totally.
By the way.
So she was probably making guap, you know?
And she doesn't have to sleep.
Right.
So a vampire running an Etsy store is a very intriguing concept to me. She could make a lot of money.
Totally. Let's explore this vein a little bit more, folks. Like, I'm interested.
I agree. And yet she says it in the past tense. And I'm like, wait, hold on, girly. You could really girl boss out here.
You have not tapped your full potential in earnings, ma'am. You gotta Sheryl Sandberg it up in here.
Correct. And yet, it is a shame because Stefan is the one who taught Caroline.
Yeah.
And he was a good teacher at one point. And yet, Stefan right now is a mess. Caroline right now, also a little bit of a mess.
For sure.
She is not embodying the person who has 3 different versions of Scrabble in her college dorm.
Yeah. And it's just, listen, Stefan is annoying and bad, right? And he's doing this whole, like, I gotta go and do a fresh start, yada, yada, yada. We get it, right? But
every episode.
What is bad about that is he's bad at doing that. And he keeps coming back for being like, okay, this is the last time for sure. And Caroline's like, you can't keep popping in and out of my life like this and expect me to, like, be cool with that. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is totally normal and I'm processing everything really good and awesome.
It's giving a little kid with a flannel knapsack who's like, I'm running away.
Totally. Yes.
And then they make it back. They make it to the end of the street and they come back and be like, why didn't you miss me?
Yeah.
And then they do it again the next day.
Like, if you're gonna fucking run, don't boy who cried wolf yourself into a situation where nobody gives a fuck anymore about this.
Exactly.
Like, the fact that, too, he goes to Rick and is like, hey, man, so I know the thing you did with Elena, and that was, like, so sick and so cool of you to do that. Don't do that for me, but, like, could you just do that for Ivy so she just, like, can have a fresh start? And I do appreciate Rick clocking him and being like, you're not asking me to do this for her. You are asking me to do this for you because that will make it easier for you to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Stefan, don't make me stand up for Rick.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I'm so upset right now because Rick constantly pisses me off.
Yeah.
And yet you're in a space where Rick finally is getting upset and he's like, Damon was my best friend and you don't even care.
Right.
And this is Rick we're talking about. Who's being an asshole and is like making up homecoming lore for this college right now.
Right. He is going to a college class that he's teaching and it's like, hey guys, you kids have fun. You wacky kids have fun out there. But remember this little story and don't fall in love ever. Or especially don't fall in love with your best friends or like your brother's girl. Anyway, sayonara. And it's like, what? How are you teaching at college?
This class was $200. And you just fucked around.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
God.
I'm annoyed with it all. I think that the only part of it that I thought was interesting is the fact that Stefan showed up with Ivy in a trunk.
Yeah.
I think that like, because what do you mean, right? It's just, I'm annoyed with it all. I don't like that Ivy is like, so you like him, right?
Yeah.
I'm over this. I'm glad that Caroline finally got up, girl, and was like, I don't even care anymore and I want you to leave.
Yeah.
I was proud of her for that.
It was very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Because he needs to go away. Yeah, just fucking do what you say you're going to do, okay? Don't make this elongated fucking thing. Like, pack your bags, dude. Get.
And then what'd he do? He didn't leave. He went to his crypt and he cried.
Yeah, many such cases.
Goddamn.
Can we talk about this obvious gay guy that Elena's dating right now?
This obvious gay vampire hunter? Yeah,
gay vampire hunter that Elena's dating? What's going on here?
Speaking of many such cases, you know what I mean?
Yeah, real fork found in kitchen situation. Elena with an effeminate guy. Yeah.
God. He needs to be with Liv's twin, Luke.
Yes. Come on. Let's play chess, not checkers here, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Wake up.
Because I think it was literally last episode, she was like, whoa, why'd you kiss me, bro? I thought we were classmates.
Right.
I thought we were going to try to make it through medical school together in a couple of years. And then she totally flips the script and is like, oh, well, my type? Yeah, my type is heroes. Girl, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Don't piss me off.
Damn. Heroes, Elena. Who are the writers on this episode?
I have questions.
But he has to be a vampire hunter.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. At least there's someone who's suspicious. Like, there's someone that's paying attention on this college. Thank God.
For sure.
Because he was like, the fact that he went, first of all, the fucking Grey's Anatomy of it all, trying to trach this woman's throat
literally
in a corn maze. There was so much alcohol around that he didn't even bother using to try to sterilize.
Yeah.
My guy. But she immediately had her hand by her mouth. Bitch, you have been a vampire for like a couple of years now.
Yeah. I just, listen, I'm whole point of, I know obviously she's doing the medical school thing for her dad or whatever. I get it. But it's also the perfect cover because you have medical knowledge and how to do stuff on the fly. And the fact that she's like so ready to go into vamp mode with another person nearby. And he's like, no, I got it. Like, I know this because we do this in medical school. And
right, because they pay attention.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, for sure. Totally. I was going to do that. Thank you for really, really stepping up to the plate there, bud. Elena.
Girl, if you don't crack open some of your textbooks, please, you're stressing me out.
Have some decorum, at least.
And you'll know, I don't fuck with corn mazes.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. So I was already kind of pissed off at the whole the premise of this homecoming episode.
Mm-hmm.
But then to find out that Tyler was involved.
Yeah.
And then that Tyler was involved in this Grey's Anatomy-esque plot because he was texting while driving.
I cannot believe. We're going so after school special on this one.
No, literally, because he's not even supernatural right now.
Yeah.
He's human.
Just a guy.
Embarrassing. Just a guy.
Skill issue.
Not paying attention, right? Raising car insurance rates for everybody involved. Menace. But then it's like, in addition to that, he's like, oh, well, Lena, you have to help me figure this out because if this guy dies on my hand, then I'm a werewolf again.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, you made this problem.
Right.
So clean up the mess.
Yeah.
And then we find out that everybody lived in the corn maze. Wild.
Yeah.
First of all.
Very shocking.
Except Homeboy.
Yeah.
That's wild. He should have just turned. He should have just become a vampire or a werewolf again.
Sure. Yeah.
It would have been easier.
Yeah. Because now you just have a murdered man, you know?
Now he's just a guy with roid rage.
Right.
For nothing.
Right. That's not great. I don't love that.
Well, and it's like you're terrorizing this girl that you have a crush on. Poor Liv.
Yeah.
And we don't know that she has killed someone.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And if she has, she might have done it with the premise of like trying to save someone.
Right.
But this was just straight up this was murder. Like, was the guy gonna die anyways?
Right.
For Joe? Yes.
Yeah.
Like he was going to pass away, but she did speed it up.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was hella traumatizing for her. Yeah. And for Tyler of all people.
Yeah. You don't gotta do that for him. Don't have that on your conscience forever. Ugh.
Right. I wouldn't do that. Not for Tyler. That's not cool. I will say, the corn maze was a little funny just to watch Rick pretend that he's squeamish about blood.
Yeah.
Of being like, oh yeah, for sure. I'm just not. I get a little pale around blood. That's all, Joe.
A great cover. Great save,
and
dude.
she's like, I don't have time for this right now. You need to get your shit together because you're one of the only adults around right now.
Right. There are a bunch of teens just out here in this corn maze with injuries.
Who've been drinking alcohol,
yeah.
So they have thin blood, and it's spilling everywhere, and I don't have time to coddle you right now.
Yeah.
So you need to get it together. And he's like, for sure.
Like, that's
right?
so hot when you say that to me.
I unfortunately do love it when you talk to me like that. even though this episode did make me sad, there were some funny moments. Like finding out that Ivy can't compel.
That scene was so good. Because this is why I'm very charmed by Ivy, because I am very susceptible to the like new vamp tropes and stuff of being like, you're just like a little lost lamb and being like, oh no, help, like what do I do, you know? And I think her being like, fuck it, I can do this on my own, obviously cannot. It's like snapping Caroline's neck and it's like, Stefan's not here, so I'm gonna like do this myself, I can figure it out. And then immediately is like so proud of herself because she's like, oh my god, I didn't kill him, awesome, like I just got a little bit of blood, I'm good, everything's great. And he's still screaming and she's like, hey, forget this. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, help. And she's like, oh shit, you actually gotta go now. Like, you just run away. Just find some help.
And it makes me wonder if Ivy can't compel, because that's funny, or if the people in Whitmore can't be compelled, because that happened with Joe too.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Where Rick tried to do it and she was like, you're so funny anyway, and then kissed him and was like, all that stuff that you said about being an alcoholic and this night going bad, that was so funny. Anyway.
Yeah,
but
I think that's fair. I think I assumed it was just like she doesn't know how to yet, rather than it's like an instinctual thing that she cannot conjure, because she was kind of saying it like a magic trick, because she was like,
she
erase,
was
like wipe her hand across, like your memories are erased, and he's like, what are you talking about?
Because she wasn't doing the I thing,
right?
TM.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to do with compulsion. So I assumed that she just didn't know how to do it yet.
Right.
But then the fact that it happened with Joe too, I was like,
yeah, there's something fishy.
Right. That I don't know, man. But then if that was the case, the Whitmore girl, it wouldn't have. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't. But I'm paying attention. Is the thing. I'm noticing what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Because if that's what's happening, then I'm confusion. Because we thought that the limits to the compulsion was happening only in Mystic Falls.
Right.
And they said Whitmore was 2 hours away, even though they've forgotten that. And it's supposed to be like the next town over or something.
Right.
So who's to say anyway? I'm really fucked up over 1994 right now.
Dude. I can't. Bonnie's so brave
what do you
and
mean,
true. Yeah.
What do you mean Miss Girl?
Yeah.
In her beautiful, hot, acid wash jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Are that this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't be.
Especially
but
after, like clocking Kai on his shit of being like, hey, so you've been doing this as a threat this whole time that you're gonna like steal my magic away. Fucking do it, dude. Fucking do it. I wish you would.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. If you know the fucking spell, do it. And he's like, for sure, totally. And it's like, actually, what if, oopsie. She's like,
I'm gonna backflip right now. Watch me. Watch me.
And then just the axe to the chest, awesome. Dude. With her mind, fucking powerful. That's my girl.
She's so hot.
She's so cool and hot. I'm sure Damon was like, I mean, he was definitely freaking out, but he was, I think, in the back of his mind, like, that's pretty hot. That's my girl, you know?
Because they were making eyes this episode.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't ignore it anymore.
I can't. Listen, let me be Delulu for a little bit, okay? Let me revel.
I know that I was inserting my own narrative the first couple episodes, but it was happening this time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When they were holding the Ascendant together, and he was like, I know that there are a ton of other people that you would rather be with right now. And then she smiles at this motherfucker.
Folks.
And that's the last thing that we see before she gets shot. Kai, when I get my hands on you, you nasty family killer twink from my hometown.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, she has to die in acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that this whole series, from Bonnie's point of view, has been sacrificing herself for everyone else, primarily the Salvatores.
Right.
And that this last moment is the same thing. And it's not a criticism on Bonnie's character. This is a positive for her, that she's like, no, you're going to get out of here.
Right.
But that she does this because that's Bonnie's character, and she's a beautiful person that's kind. But then Ascendant like shatters,
Uh-huh.
and she's left with Kai of all people.
Ugh, come on.
Hello, okay. So why did Grams leave her there? Send her there?
Yeah.
Did Grams know that Kai was going to be there? I have questions. This seems rigged.
Uh-huh. When is it going to be Bonnie's turn for someone to sacrifice themselves for her? When?
Right.
Just once? Just one time?
And to Damon's credit, I will say that he was trying to save her.
Yes, for sure. Yes. And she's just not going to let that happen, which is annoying.
Right. And I don't always give Damon credit because he isn't usually deserving of it.
Right.
But he was trying to, in that moment of like, I mean, you aren't supposed to take the arrow out, you piece of shit. But he was, and then he was trying to like fight Kai in that moment. But she was like, no, thank you.
Right.
Because I think she knew that like, even if she was to go back to the present, she wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Ugh.
I'm so annoyed. And a part of me is hoping that like it's not the end, but how can it?
Right.
She can't get back to the present right now.
Ugh. I hate it here.
And just so that we can have this, it's not only frustrating because Bonnie doesn't deserve that. She deserves everything possible. But then Stefan right now is not deserving of this reunion with Damon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this reunion got me so bad, though. Even though Stefan sucks,
losing it.
I had full body chills because Stefan is finally pouting and being like, okay, maybe I actually do have feelings, and maybe I'm really sad that you're gone and I don't know what to do. Womp womp, whatever. I'm glad you're finally there 8 million years later, Stefan. That was step 1 of grief, right? That's like, and he's like, he has the bourbon in his hand. He's like gonna angrily throw it to the wall because he's so pissed his brother's gone. And which motherfucker grabs that bottle in midair? Fucking Damon Salvatore. Full body chills.
Can I say something?
Say it.
That's supernatural.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like, this whole scene, unfortunately, is supernatural.
The fact that he's like, because obviously Stefan is like thinking he's hallucinating or something, because he's like, you're dead.
Oh, yeah, because he's fucking crashing out right now.
Yeah, I'm crashing out and you died, so I'm definitely seeing things.
Yeah.
And he's like, Damon? And Damon is like, yep. And just does like the smirk emoji, literally IRL. And it's like, in the flesh, baby.
I'm not going to let you waste alcohol.
Right.
I'm going to come back to life just for this.
Yeah, this alcohol is good, but it's not that good. Like, it won't make you see things that aren't there.
What was it he said? He was like, it's not I see dead people good.
Oh, yeah. That's
this bitch.
It's so silly. He's so silly.
I was so annoyed at him. I was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Always got to
so
do
pissed.
that. Always got to make it some sort of hee-hee ha-ha moment.
Oh. Yeah, he can't take anything seriously to save his life. It's he's just, we've seen this crypt a couple of times now because this is where Elena would come to hallucinate.
Yeah,
Damon.
right.
I loved this moment. I was very upset. But now I'm just really wondering what's going to happen because Elena right now is aware that she has forgotten memories about Damon,
right.
but is not interested in returning to those, and is smooching this homosexual vampire hunter.
It's not gonna be good, and it sucked too because like when Damon and Bonnie were like in 1994 or whatever, there was like a little moment of him being like trying to plan out his first date with Elena when he comes back.
Yeah,
it was so cute. Even though obviously like hello, Bonnie, you're here. But like, now he's gonna come back to this world where Elena has chosen to forget, and is now actively choosing to forget because she has the knowledge of forgetting.
I'm so pissed.
And now has new mans in medical school. What the fuck's gonna happen now?
I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm not particularly engaged in what's happening in the present moment right now in the show.
Yeah.
So they're really going to have to turn things up for me to get there. Because in my understanding, Bonnie is at the very least trapped in 1994.
Right.
At worst, trapped and dead in 1994.
Yeah.
And we didn't see Jeremy this episode, but when he finds that out and is like confirmed,
yeah,
and sees Damon's face, he's going to McFreaking lose it.
He's like, I was bad about Rick, but Rick and Damon over Bonnie, I'm gonna kill all of you.
So Jeremy might become the villain of this season, and if so, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, get some vengeance, dude. I'm here for it.
If so, that's completely justified in my mind. He might lead the fucking vampire hunters with Trip, and if so, I'll be sad, but I get it.
Sure.
And we didn't see Enzo this episode, but he's not killed yet.
Right?
Question mark.
He's now just like trapped and the tip master to Trip. Like,
right.
You know, here's where you go for all the stuff.
So like obviously they're setting this up that the antagonist of this season is Trip, but like, to what end?
Right.
So I don't know. I'm not particularly intrigued. You're going to have to turn this up, folks, for me to be interested. Because if this is where they're setting up, I think, Legacies, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, Legacies is like the school with like Rick and Tyler and whatever.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I don't know, but I think I'm not interested right now.
Yeah.
And I did say that about the originals, and I was proven wrong.
Sure.
But anyway. Now I will say the title of next week is unfortunately interesting to me.
Oh yeah.
Because it is episode 6 and it says the more you ignore me, the closer I get.
Let's go.
So,
we're so back.
Because they are on their fuck shit right now where every episode is a song title. Because they had to use Weezer this episode. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This Stefan and Rick clip, maybe they'll kiss. Maybe they'll kill each other. I don't know.
Who's to say?
Maybe both. Who's to say, right? We have some amazing patrons. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you and welcome to the gang. Zoe Forbes. Pew, pew, pew.
Woo! Thank you and welcome to Vanessa Swan.
Ow. Thank you to Grake Lautner.
Ooh, thank you to April Dobrev.
Ow. Thank you to Vivi Salvatore.
Ooh, thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Ow. Thank you to Katia Karp.
Ooh, thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Ow. Thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ooh, thank you to Janae Bennett.
Ooh, thank you to Rena Zeklos.
Ooh, thank you to Emily Ozera.
Ow. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Ivishkov. Pew, pew, pew.
Ooh. So I have a fan fiction for you this week. It is by the author Nicole_Cross.
Hell yeah.
And it is titled To Be Frey. Now, the relationships in this are not my usual thing. It has some of the Michelsons and a original character. And that's not usually my thing. However, the summary of this did intrigue me. So I'm letting it slide.
Okay.
The summary of this is she doesn't have magic. She doesn't have power. What she has is knowledge, YouTube tutorials, and a basket full of herbs.
Period. I know that's right.
And that, my friends, that intrigued me.
Sure.
Because there's a lot that you can learn from a YouTube tutorial.
That's real.
And the idea of someone trying to go with the Michelsons and me like, y'all might have this inherently, but I got a YouTube tutorial. So how about that?
How about this? Huh?
How about these apples? You know what I mean? Well, my friends, tell your friends about the show. Tell your family about the show. If you're not already on Patreon, please do, because next week we have our first bonus coming out of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Cody, do you want to tell folks what we are doing?
This is a big month, y'all, because we are doing Heated Rivalry. Let's fucking go,
so
everyone. And later in the month, we'll be doing Die My Love with our
Hell
boy,
yeah.
Art Pats. So it's going to be major.
Get hyped.
Oh, yeah.
Get excited. And as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
Get bit.
ooh.
Ow. You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.